It is the most popular flavor in the entire world. You find it in ice cream, cakes, perfumes, and expensive coffees. But did you know that 99% of the vanilla you consume is completely fake? It's just synthetic chemicals made in a lab. Real, authentic vanilla is the second most expensive spice on the planet, right behind saffron, selling for up to $300 a pound. Today, we're looking at the incredibly complex, highly profitable, and extremely fragile business of vanilla farming. Why is it so ridiculously expensive to grow? Let's find out. Vanilla comes from a beautiful tropical orchid vine that holds a massive secret. In Mexico, it is pollinated by the Melipona bee. But in other tropical places, these vines never produced beans because there were no bees to pollinate them. Worse still, a vanilla orchid opens for just one single day a year. If it isn't pollinated within a tiny 12-hour window, the flower dies, falls off, and produces zero profit. To solve this, farmers must act as human bees through hand pollination. Every single vanilla bean you've eaten was created by someone manually opening the delicate flower with a tiny toothpick to press the pollen together. Farmers must race against the clock every morning before the sun goes down. This massive labor cost and surgical precision are the primary reasons vanilla is so expensive. 9 months later, the harvested beans are green and have zero flavor. To develop that rich aroma, they undergo a grueling curing process. For several months, farmers wrap them in wool blankets to sweat in the sun by day and pack them in wooden boxes at night. This intense cycle ferments the beans, turning them into the fragrant black pods that chefs pay top dollar for. If you live in a cold climate, you'll need a heated greenhouse with 80% humidity to start a vanilla farm. It takes about 3 years for a new vine to produce, but a healthy plant can yield for over a decade. With the demand for organic ingredients skyrocketing, you can sell directly to artisanal bakers and premium brands for maximum profit. Growing vanilla is a high-risk, high-stress game against time. But for those with extreme patience and a steady hand, the sweet smell of success is totally worth it. Could you handle pollinating thousands of flowers by hand every morning? Let me know in the comments below. If you want more deep dives into the world's most profitable agricultural businesses, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. I will see you in the next video.